Mexico's deputy health minister unveiled social distancing on Tuesday, but several cabinet members on a cramped stage at the event appeared not to heed his appeal that people fight exposure to the coronavirus by keeping 1.5 meters (5 feet) apart. The defense minister and finance minister were among about a dozen senior officials with little space evident between them as a slide was displayed of a cartoon figure with outstretched arms to show safe distance. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador has been criticized for an allegedly cavalier approach to the virus, encouraging people to go out to restaurants, for example, despite more stringent measures recommended by his government. Mexico so far has just 367 cases and 4 deaths but is bracing for a fast rise in infections in coming weeks. At the event on Tuesday, Deputy Health Minister Hugo López-Gatell said Mexico had seen an increase in non-imported coronavirus cases and was stepping up mitigation measures, starting with suspension of large events. "We have decided to temporarily suspend events with 100 people or more," López-Gatell said at the president's regular news conference. All gatherings, public, private, governmental, social, must be avoided throughout the month. The government also announced some work restrictions, low or zero interest loans for small businesses, protections for the elderly and vulnerable, and said some military medical facilities would be open to the public. López-Gatell defended Mexico's handling of the epidemic, saying it was adopting measures at an earlier stage than countries that have been hit hard by the virus, such as Spain, Italy, and the United States. Mexico is entering the epidemic a month later, he said, adding it is best practice to not take the measures too early but reserve them for the exact moment of the inflection point, which is the change in the curve in the number of daily cases. López Obrador is due to sign a decree that companies must permit vulnerable populations such as senior citizens, pregnant women, and people with chronic diseases to stay home from work, with pay. López Obrador suggested titans of Mexican industry are also stepping up, noting that billionaire Carlos Slim told him that he will not lay off any workers during the coronavirus crisis. A spokesman for Slim's companies did not respond to a request for comment. López Obrador said the government has enough resources to maintain social programs, weather falling oil prices, and proceed with signature projects such as the Mayan train and a refinery near the southern port of Dos Bocas.